Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Joab. Today it's snowing quite a lot, and so I'm just taking the rest of the day off and I'm going to go look for shed hunting. It's currently early February here in Missouri and it is prime time for deer antlers to be dropping, so hopefully we'll actually get something today. Gonna start by walking on the top side of this little ditch here next to the road, so that way if they jump down from the ditch onto the road, I'll see the antler. If they cross the road and jump up onto this side of the ditch, hopefully either direction they go, they'll knock the antler loose. Some people say this method's really good and they like using it for fence lines for places like this and across creek beds, and so I just thought this would be a good place to start. For some reason I always seem to find them just in the middle of the woods or out in the field or whatever, but I'm going to keep trying this method for a little while and just see how it goes. Alright, so hunting alongside the roads, alongside the road on top of the ditch didn't work out too well here, so I'm going to take a different approach and head into this thicket of woods and see if I can make anything turn up in there. Got some old fence row here, no telling how long this has been here. Just stumbled across this, so I'm going to walk along it a little ways and see what I can find. Alright, so I just walked around the edge of this pond here in the forests. Walking around the water line, trying to see if I can maybe find a shed around here from a deer coming to drink some water. Came across this thing right here. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know that this all used to be farmland some time ago. That and this metal pipe here, so I'm not sure. If anyone knows, feel free to comment down below. So now I'm going to go out to the edge of this field out here ways, and I'm going to see if I can find any shed on the tree line. So I want to show you guys something pretty cool here. So for anyone who didn't know, Missouri had record flooding in 2019, and this field I'm standing in right now was underwater. Here at Truman Lake, it was the highest it has ever been. About where I'm standing right now was the water line, and I remember actually catching, the lake is all the way down there, where that mountain over there, it was all the way down lakes out that way, and this was underwater. I remember catching shad out in this field in a throw net for my trot line. So I just want to show you guys this. I mean, this whole place was underwater. I mean, there's driftwood laying around in this little tree line fence row here. So yeah, I thought that was actually just absolutely astounding. And now here I am walking around this field looking for sheds. So a perfect example of how high the water line was is this limb right here up in these trees. This limb was cut by some person, and the bottom of it is above my head, and it's all the way up in this tree here. So that gives you a pretty good idea how high the water was back in 2019. So just my luck, I don't find any sheds, but I just so happened to stumble across a tree stand. I don't know how long tree stands are allowed to be up in trees on public land in Missouri, but I imagine it's getting pretty close to that deadline. It's actually a really comfortable stand, not that bad. I'm not going to sit down in it because the seat's frozen, but here's a view of whoever placed it here got to see. Say it's probably about 15 feet off the ground, about average for most people. Now just to see if I can actually get off of this thing without slipping and falling and, you know, breaking something. Checking out Eel Creek and what it's supposed to be the dry time of the year. See if there might be any fish in these deeper pools. It's actually a lot deeper than what it normally is right now. This is usually just a small little trickle and random spots of water here and there. Some deer tracks going across the creek here. From the looks of it, there, we're heading up the west, up towards the valley there. think that about wraps it up for today. It's starting to get dark and I'm starting to get cold and would like to get back to some warmth. Unfortunately, today was a complete bust, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's just how deer hunting, antler hunting goes. Sometimes you find a whole bunch, sometimes you find nothing. And I don't even know how far I walked today. I'd probably say it was around 2 miles, maybe 1.5 miles. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. And don't forget to subscribe and click that little notification bell. And always remember to live your best life.